Hello my friends, my name is SammiiCake and welcome to this video where I will show you where to get the free warm doublet from the old man's recipe secret quest. Please note that this is only available before you get the paraglider, but if you have already got it, you are still entitled to get one, which I will explain at the end of this video. I will also make a comparison on the very slight difference between getting the doublet during this quest and getting it after when you have already got the paraglider. For those who don't know, the doublet makes it easier to get to the snowy areas within the Great Plateau without taking any damage from the cold. So let's get on and do this. To get started, you need to go to the Woodcutters Cabin, which is in the south of the Great Plateau. Inside the cabin, you will find a book which reads, "On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking." And today, I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. Luckily for you, one of the ingredients is right next to the book, the spicy pepper. So go on ahead and pick that up. Next, we will get the missing ingredient, which is the Hyrule Bass. You can find this north of the Great Plateau Tower in the water. Just take a little dip and grab one. The final ingredient is raw meat. The best place for this is at the Forest of Spirits, which is in the north of the Great Plateau. I use this location specifically because there is a boar with 10 arrows nearby for you to go hunting with. Go look for a nearby boar, but be careful not to startle it. The best thing to do here is try and hit its head with a bow and arrow for a critical shot. That will mean you will only need to use one arrow. Once you have killed it, collect the meat and take it back to the cooking pot where the bow and arrow was. If you aren't around this area, another location with a cooking pot is at the Woodcutters Cabin where you found the old man's book. Light the cooking pot with a nearby torch and campfire. Then go into your inventory and hold the spicy pepper, Hyrule Bass and raw meat and cook it in the cooking pot. This will give you the spicy meat and seafood fry. Talk to the old man next to the campfire, but if he is not there for you, he should be by the Woodcutters Cabin. Once again, make sure you have not got the paraglider yet, otherwise he will not appear at all. Tell the old man that you have cooked something and it will automatically show him the recipe, and you will be rewarded with a free warm doublet. If you go back to the Woodcutters Cabin, the book will now say, "To my surprise and delight, I did happen upon someone who was able to recreate my spicy meat and seafood fry. I gave him my warm doublet and I was happy to do so. He is a fine young man with great potential, that one. And I will now write down this perfect recipe so that I will never forget it. Place some raw meat, spicy peppers and Hyrule Bass in a pot and then turn up the heat. Voila! Eating this dish allows you to walk the snowy mountains with ease, though I did forget there's a time limit on their effect. It is too bad I already gave away that warm doublet, which keeps you warm no matter how long you wear it. For those of you who already have a paraglider, simply go back to the Woodcutters Cabin and there will be a chest that will contain the warm doublets. Also, the book will have an extra message at the end saying, yes, one more thing. I have left the warm doublet here as a gift of sorts. I'm sure it will be useful on your journey. You can also weather the cold with cooking alone, but I caution against it. There is no time for recklessness. We are all counting on you. Now you can freely run around all of the Great Plateau without worrying about the coldness. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. But that is it for now, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!